Hello, I came back. It's Friday the 29th of October, and that means it's Samhain on Sunday. We are at that place where the sun is, or where the planet tilt is halfway between the equinox and the solstice, which is rather magical. It just feels like a really good day to be doing a live, doesn't it? I hope so, anyway. I'm getting a notice to tell me that I'm live now. That's cool. So I didn't spend a lot of time and energy promoting this because I really only decided a very short time ago. So maybe nobody will show up, in which... Laurie! Hello, how are you? Happy autumn to you. I saw a post of yours. Trying to think what I saw. It was good and happy music, happy news, whatever it was. Something nice. So yes, a card for Samhain, a card for upcoming November, a card for however you, whatever it is you need a card for, Laurie. I'm so good with that. I haven't done a set of readings like this for a long time. Oh, nice! Okay, you got number 11, the empathy card, which is, it's the color of the solar plexus. It was the puppy. That's what I saw the post about. Yes. Solar plexus chakra. So that energy that is Laurie, that spark that you have been since the beginning of all time and will be forever and ever, sits right in the center of you and is where you put your self-image and your self-esteem and your self-honoring. And it's when you're centered in that you can then allow other people to be centered in their reality, and you can empathize with them even if you don't have shared experience. The 11 is like two individuals standing side by side. Of course they add up to a relationship. 2 is the relationship number. But when you are centered, you're able to allow them to be in their own center, and that's where empathy is born. So really nice card. I like that. Good one. Splendid. All right. So it's good to see you. You look, from what I've seen of your posts, you're busy and active, and grandchildren and gorgeous meals and all sorts of good things going on for you. That's nice to see. All right. So you got here speedy quick. You're welcome, Laurie. It's nice. So maybe I did very little promotion about this. Hello. I don't know how much future I can fit into one card, but I will certainly try. Is Gunjan? Welcome. Don't recognize the name, so it's good to see you. Okay. Gunjan. This is a card for this weekend and the coming month, I think, for November energy. Oh, nice. All right. So you have celebration. It's all divine, Laurie, absolutely. Number 25, which is a lovely, lovely number. 2 is always about relationships, who you are as you're relating to other people, and those relationships themselves, not just a romance, but everything. Your relationship to the person who's selling you something, your relationship to the person next door who you wave to on your way by. And then the 5, 2021 is a 5-year. It's a number of growth and expansion and adapting to new conditions. And wherever you are in the world. That's what 2021 has been about. It's all this adaptation and adjustment and finding new ways to do things that fit the new reality. So those two numbers, they add together to a 7, which is the teacher. Number 7 is always the teacher. And so there are things to be learned. Sometimes, if we're not persistently mindful and connected, then life has a way of giving us a bit of a kick and saying, look over here, this is what you need to learn now, which can feel challenging, but that's 7 energy for you. And in this case, this expansion into changed relationships, and we're going to see a lot of changes next year when we've got that 222 going on. But it's really, really positive. It's a cause to celebrate. The hawthorn is a blossom that we use in the north. I will, Carol Leyland. On May Day, which is the other, the sort of flip side. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's the flip of Samhain. So celebration. The where I am now, the flowers have all pretty much died back. We're getting into some frosty mornings. Dancing as if it was spring again, the new stuff that's coming, the expansion of the relationships, coming into learning valuable things. So that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, so for you, Gunjan, yeah, I don't know that it goes any further than November, but adapting and adjusting and new relationships from which you learn, that sounds like a life path. You are very, very welcome. Carol, I love your little flag. How do you get a little flag after your name? Are you like the only official Carol Leyland in all the world, or what is that? I don't know. Okay, so here we are with, excuse me, another message. No, that's good. The tilt of the earth halfway between the equinox and the solstice. You can't see a flag. Right after your name, there's a little flag flying on a... I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to you later. Okay, so I'm drawing 4. This weekend we're going into a new month. We've got the festival on Sunday for those who celebrate. So lots of reasons for divine energy to be coming at you in a specific way. Ooh. Oh, and you've got a bunch of stuff going on. So this is nice. Potential. Potential. Do you love that? I really like that. These needles, pine needles, are growing out they come in little clusters. So as they start to grow, they can go in almost any direction they want. It's you can't tell from this, but it's very nearly spherical, the way that they can come. They don't necessarily go backwards behind themselves, but they can go in any direction forwards. And so at the beginning of the journey, you get to choose, do I want to go over there to the left? Do I want to go over there to the right? Do I want to go forward? Do I want to go up? There's all of those potentials are available. And the number 19, the 1 is yourself, that central identity, that you that is and has been and always will be Carol. And the 9, which is the place where all things in the physical realm are connected to each other. So, all of these potentials are all connected at the center, right? All the directions come together in that place where you are right now. or where you will be by Monday, because that's going to change, right? The 1 and the 9, we add them up, we get 10, which is the 1, which is you, that which has always been Carol, with a 0, which is all of the cosmos, all of the energy, all of the source of divine love, all of the everything. And we add those together and we get Carol with that cosmic love contained therein. So when you have that and you know that you have that and that you are the cosmos growing forward, there's nothing that you can't do. There's just so much potential, Carol. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's such a good card for you. I really like that. Really, really, really. Splendid. All right. I wonder what that is. Every time your name comes up, I get a little flag, Carol. I want one. I wonder if it's because you're my friend. Let me... No, because Laurie's one of my friends and she doesn't have one. That's so odd. Well, I'm glad you're smiling. You should smile. New house, new dishwasher. Potential. All good. Okay, if anybody else is here, please speak up, let me know. I can't draw a card if I don't know that that's what you want from me. I didn't advertise this. I didn't do any promotion. So, you know, if nobody's here, that's kind of only my fault. I'm getting buzzes on another machine now. Oh. Yes, I can come now is not the response I want on my phone. And yeah, I have lived in houses with dishwashers and I do like them, but at this time I am my own dishwasher and that works for me too. Really does. But I'm not entertaining the way you do. I am still enjoying isolation. Anybody who's watching this video, if you've seen the others from the previous run, you know that I've been home for a long time. I'm still home. I'm doing fine. Okay, there's nobody new. I'm going to draw a community card for anybody who's watching now, lurking, or if they're watching the video later. Let me, oops, numbers. Community card for weekend of Samhain and the month of November. Anybody who's watching this, whenever they're watching this, getting buzzed at from 4 different places. My goodness. I don't know if you hear that. Okay, for the community, for whoever is watching whenever they're... Oh, nice! That's a very, very Samhain card, isn't it? That's because this certainly is a weekend to play, to have fun, to be in any sunshine that we can get. Here in the north, they're calling for snow next weekend, not tomorrow, but next weekend, and it could happen. This is number 30. 3 is our point of inspiration. It's that place where ideas come. Hey Regina, good to see you. Where ideas come from the cosmos through us and into the world. It's the inspiration, it's the dreams, it's the hunches, it's the impressions, it's the things we think as we're waking up. We don't know where that came from, out of the box thinking. All of that is 3 energy that's just using us to get into the physical world. And and when things are easy, when things are right, when things are aligned, doesn't feel like work. It really is play. So the three with that zero, which is all the energy of the cosmos coming through, letting us have a good time. The mallow flower, mallows, I believe they're native to North America. If I understand correctly, they didn't grow in Europe. It's the roots of the mallow that grow in wet ground that were used for the original making of marshmallows, the candies that are very playful and that we use at times of playtime and not very serious, and camping and having fun. Tanya, good to see you. Regina, you're up late. Or are you? Regina's okay. 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, I guess it's still evening. All right, so Regina, it is good to see you. You certainly may have a card. Tanya, I love seeing all your little shiny hearts there. Okay, so for Regina, for Savin, for November, the energy that is with you. Both these cards want to come up. Okay, this one's first. All right, so you have meaning, which is barley. You've been, hello Elizabeth, yes, absolutely, I will. A couple of people ahead of you. The barley from echoing the time when people first settled in communities and grew crops and were able to not worry about immediate survival because that was taken care of, so they could start to look around themselves and look at the night sky and wonder, what is the meaning of it all? So the one, which is the self, the 8, which is that lovely flow of cosmic energy in and out, the in-breath and the out-breath, however that is happening. And they're adding up to a 9, which is a place where everything in the physical world is connected. And for whatever reason, this one stuck to it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you got also imagination, Regina, which is number 5. It's aligned with this year. I don't know what. I guess maybe you're working on reimagining the meaning of your life. Maybe you're in a time of what? Oh, just a minute. Everything's backwards. Okay, so the 18 and the 5. 5 is about expansion and growth, adapting to new situations. So if you're in a time of change and transition, and either following the meaning that you've found in your life, or you're searching for a way to move yourself into a meaningful life, the imagination, the ability to envision where it is you want to go and how it is you want to be, you are in transition. Okay, so that makes sense that those are coming together. That's really very cool. A quiet practice where you can listen to the voice, where you can watch the pictures in your mind and really imagine where you want to be, how you want to feel when you get there, how it's going to sit in your body when you get to that place. Using your imagination for that is a wonderful way to let the universe know what it is that you intend to move forward into, right? And it will have deep meaning. Cool. Go, Regina. All right, so Carol, I think maybe you've left. Thank you for being here, though. And Tanya would like a card, and then Elisabetta. Oh, nice name. Like that. Isabella Rita. That's lovely. Okay, I'm sorry. What do I have from... Okay, so now I've told somebody they can come here at 4 o'clock. So I guess that puts a you're welcome, Regina. Not a problem. Okay, so Tanya, then Elisabetta. Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. It has been like 5 weeks since you and I have talked, which is appalling. I object. Okay, I don't know. Hey! Hello, Natalie. Hello, Laurie Haskins. Oh, it's lovely to see people all coming in. Okay, this is for Tanya. The 3 and the 5. Point of inspiration, expansion, adding together to make flow. That's exactly right for what you're doing, I think, even in the last hour. So that's really nice. The Curiosity card, Sunflower tracks the sun across the sky in the course of the day. You, I know, are just tracking multiple things. I don't even know where you are, if you're still with your mom right now. So shorter days, even shorter for you than they are here if you're there. That feels like it's self-explanatory. Following through, learning, looking for new things to learn about. That's kind of how you operate, I think. I wish I could join you this evening, but I've got a prior... Oh, you must be here. Oh, no, because it might be online. Oh, I don't know. Elisabetta, in Europe. How lovely. Lovely, lovely. Wait, who was just here? Regina is in Ireland, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to read for Elizabeth, and then Natalie, and then Laurie Haskins. Hey, Penelope. Hello, Chad. Okay, long list of people. So, next one. Oh, good, Tanya. I'm glad that worked for you. All right, so, Elizabeth. We're reading for the energies around us this weekend with the Festival of Samhain, or Samhain, for those who say that. And then for the month of November as well. Just... Okay, oh, nice. Elizabeth, you got the abundance card. So number 1 is that central identity, which is you, which has always been you and will always be you. 7 is the teacher. It is the energy that sometimes gives us a shift sideways to make sure that we're on the right track, that we're learning the right things, that we're fulfilling the intentions that are our destiny. And we add them together and we get an 8. And an 8 is that lovely flowing energy, the back and forth, in breath, out breath, cosmic energy flowing through us, and the learning that we have flowing back to the great source of all things. That's a lovely, lovely card for you. Nice looking weekend in November for you in Europe. I love it. Okay, so Natalie, you were in next. This is really fun. In 24 minutes, I guess the Facebook's doing its job today, telling people I'm here. It's cool. Okay, so Natalie. Okay, we got stuff going on, Natalie. the synthesis card. This is where you are being called upon to create something new using all sorts of different sources of not just inspiration, but like resources coming from all different places. You can see the berries on this bramble bush, all in different stages of development. They're all really valuable, but they're not all coming ripe at the same minute. There's white ones, pink ones, orange ones, blue ones, purple ones, black ones at the very front, I think. And that's kind of what you are being given. There's books and there's videos and there's information and there's research and there's conversation and interviews that you're being given, and from that you're going to craft something new. And I don't know if it's a book manuscript or it's a better piccalilli recipe, or there's something where you are creating something new from all of the resources around you. The one is you, that energy that is you always. The 5 is the growth and expansion, adapting to new conditions, because this is the first time this has happened, is under your watch. And they're adding together to a 6, and 6 is this glorious energy that brings improvement into our communities, that brings beauty, that brings people taking responsibility, people meeting with duties that they've been given, and making the world a better place. And that's what you're doing in your work, and you're supported in that. And that's a really, there may be hard work, but it is so beneficial that it's not going to feel like a slog, for sure. Okay, that was Natalie. Hello, Laurie Haskins. So good to see you. I love it. Then I see Penelope and Chad, and a new comment. Oh, it's you've got a special name and I've lost it. Your name is Cookie. It's Cookie. All right. Okay, so Laurie, are you at work sneaking? I like it. I love that you're here. Thank you for being here. This is very gratifying that all of you showed up with almost no notice. I love it. Okay. For Laurie, for the weekend of Samhain, for the month of November. Oh, how lovely. I know you've just had an anniversary with your life partner. I don't know if this is about that or if it's about something else. This often shows up representing a loved one who is actually in the non-physical now, who has transitioned back to non-physical. So I don't know if there might be someone around you, an energy of someone you've lost who's around you. 9 is that reminder that in the physical world, everything is connected to everything else. And these blue bead lilies, they have these lovely little yellow flowers in the springtime. And yellow, of course, is that central solar plexus seat of personality and identity that exists within. In the autumn, they put out little tiny blue berries that are like little blue beads, which is why it's called a blue bead lily. And blue, of course, is that the throat chakra, the seat of communication. So very often this is about communication from a personality that perhaps is not present in life. So I don't know. It can also just be about your deep love for your loving partner, with whom I know you've got many years and overcome many hurdles together. So maybe it's just that. We're just going to celebrate that relationship. All right. So that was Laurie. I have Penelope, then Chad, and then Cookie, I think. Now, Penelope, you've got a little flag. We've been trying to figure out why somebody had a little flag, and I don't know why that was. Tanya's got a little number 1 after her now. I've never seen so many. Laurie Haskins has got a little number 5. I don't know what this is about. This is so strange. All right, Penelope. Here we go. Nice. I don't know anything about your personal life. This one says new love. It's number 31. So it's the point of inspiration coming even ahead of your individual identity and that spark that is you, that is always Penelope, always has been, always will be. The new love, this does not have to be about romance at all. This is about finding a place or a topic or a book or a music that you didn't know about before, and having discovered it, you're finding it to be wonderful. You just absolutely love it and you want to share it with other people. It's something that has come to you. The 3 suggests that you maybe you dreamt it. Maybe you while you were in the bath, you thought to yourself, gee, I should go to that new store. And when you got there, you found something amazing. It's about following an inspiration, a call, a not something that you've thought out and put on your to-do list, but just following an urge, an impulse, and finding something wonderful that will really feed your soul. And the 3 of inspiration, the one that is you, they're adding up to 4, which is that really strong, solid foundation energy, so that whatever it is that you're finding as you move forward, you're going to build on that foundation. It's going to give you either a new field of study, or a new field of interest, or a new community that you're going to be able to develop because you have discovered and fallen in love with this new thing in this next little while. We said November was the time frame for this reading, so it's coming fast. Chad McGear. Don't recognize your name. Welcome if this is your first time. My apologies and welcome back if you've been here before. It is lovely to see you. Okay, should I be doing a commercial? These cards are available on my website at joleith.com. Spelt the same as this page shows. They're the Wisdom of the Garden Path. And I would be delighted to sell a whole lot of them to a whole lot of people. That would make me very happy. And that is when you go to my website, there's a whole lot of stuff. You can sign up for my newsletter. You can read blogs going back for I don't know how many hundreds of iterations. This is for Chad. It is this one. Oh, okay, Chad. You have complexity going on, which is maybe why you clicked through today, because there's uncertainty because things just feel really, really complicated right now. Some of it is because of other people. That 2 is the relationship number. So there's influence from what's going on. Hello, Anne. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm scrolling. Chad, you haven't given me anything else. Relationship and the point of inspiration. So there are I'm thinking that you are receiving messages from the cosmos. There's stuff coming through in your imagination, in your inspired thinking. These add together to a 5, which makes for expansion. But I'm wondering if your relationships are getting in the way, and that's what's making it complicated. If you have been called to go and be a balloon artist at the children's hospital, but you're in relationship with 7 people that you need to wash their feet every day, that's really complicated because you can't be in 2 places at one time. So the card is saying there is growth and expansion. There is a way forward, but finding it requires that you stop and really look at the possibilities. Finding a path through this grapevine in winter requires a stopping, a standing back, a looking to see what's connected to what, how you can move forward, what are the detours. It's not just a direct path, because if it is relationship that is getting in the way, there are people that are loving you and you are loving them and you care about how things go. You're not just going to get up and go to the children's hospital and stay there making giraffes all day. There's some give and take, and you need to figure that out. But that's all right. Life is not a direct one-way path. And this card is just telling you that you get to look at all the options and you get to decide how it's going to go forward and what way is going to serve you and others the best. The call is real. What you're hearing, what you're feeling, what you're wanting to do is absolutely real. And there is expansion on the way. That 5 that is going to come from this is going to make things greater in your life. It's going to bring growth and progress to you. But nobody's going to do it for you. You've got to step back and figure out how to get through the complication. So I hope that makes sense for you. Alrighty, let me look. Cookie. Cookie. Yes, all right. Natalie, this is making sense. I'm so glad. Penelope is not sure. I don't know what I said. I really don't. I'm sorry. Tanya, I'm your favorite. Yeah, maybe. Okay, Anne, Iva, or Eva, I see you. Penelope, I'm glad that makes sense. Good. All right. And then, and Iva. Okay, so I got Cookie, and then an Iva. And it's 20 to 3 already. I'm so glad, Penelope, that makes so much sense. I have no idea now what it was. What was it? Were you new love? I don't even know. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll forget again, even if you tell me. So, Cookie, good to see you. It is nice that you are here. All right. So for Cookie, this is reading for Savin. Wishing everybody a wonderful day on Sunday, however you're marking it. Toffee apples or costume balls or going out in the meadow to look at the sky, whatever it is. Cookie. Ooh. Nice. I haven't talked to you for a while, and I know, Chad, I'm glad that makes sense. Good. Cookie, you were starting a business, I think, last time I paid attention, or that's the last thing that my memory's flushing up. So number 3, point of inspiration. We've been talking about this. This is the place where the cosmos uses us to channel new ideas, new designs, new concepts, new algorithms into the physical world, because we are that interchange between spirit and physical, containing it all. And so that's number three. That's the energy, is that flow of creative and original stuff into physical. And this card is saying that you have unexpected resources. So your whatever circumstance you're in, if you're looking at it and thinking, I mean, everything is lovely, and it's exactly as it should be. And you've got a knife and a fork and a spoon, and you're thinking that that's what you have to work with, is the knife and the fork and the spoon. And you're not paying attention to the fact that there's a box of chopsticks over here that you could be using. And there's another big box of runcible spoons and ladles and all sorts of other things, because you're really used to the knife, fork, and spoon, right? So it's asking you to broaden your view, because there's stuff that you hadn't expected to be as useful as it is, that you hadn't expected to provide you the support that it can, and you weren't even looking for it. You were looking here. There's stuff off. So allow yourself to get quiet, listen to the voice, see the visions, let the memory bubble up. That, because maybe the chopsticks are in the back of the drawer, and maybe you need to get quiet and think about, what can I use to add to my knife, fork, and spoon? And it'll begin to, and there's that pie slice, and there's that egg whisk, and there's that whatever else, that you weren't expecting them, you hadn't gone looking for them, but wow, when I get quiet and think about it, it's all here. And how much better is the project going to be when I've got those? So there. Okay. Love that moss. It's finding a way to photosynthesize, even though it's in the floor of the ground. The floor of the ground. The floor of the forest, where very little light gets through. It still finds the resources it needs. All right. Okay, you are welcome, Cookie. Yes, I'm glad you're here. It's so good. And Anne, Eva, I don't recognize your name. Welcome. Welcome back, and my apologies if you've been here before and I've forgotten. A lot of things just go out of my brain. I don't store stuff. Okay, so Anne, for Savin, for November, for you, we have back on the forest floor. We have release. The 2 and the 1. 2 is the number for relationships, all relationships, not just romances. Co-workers, siblings, parents, children, the neighbor next door, the guy who runs his lawnmower at 8 in the morning on a Sunday. All of those relationships are covered by the number 2. And 1 is you, is Anne, is that central identity, that spark of divine energy that is Anne and has been since the beginning of time and will be forever. And they're coming together, you and your relationships with people, because we're different when we're in relationship, and who you are with a grandchild is very different from who you are with the lawnmower guy, right? So that 2 energy, as well as being about relationship, is also about us and how we adapt and how we present ourselves, and what it is that comes out. Wayne Dyer used to talk about when you squeeze an orange, the only thing that can come out of it is orange juice. And when we're under pressure, if what comes out is anger and nastiness, it's because that's inside us, and we need to work on tempering that, understanding that, releasing that. And this is the release card. These apples, I don't know if you can see them even, these are apples on the forest floor that have fallen, that have completely lost their integrity. They're no longer useful for any of the things that we think of as useful apple things. The deer aren't going to eat them. Certainly no human is going to eat them. They are releasing everything about themselves, every atom that was an apple, and is still recognizably an apple there, but every atom is being released, is going back into the earth, is ultimately going to go back to the roots of the tree, going to go back into the tree, going to become a part of the tree itself and the next crop of leaves and blossoms and fruit as the cycle continues. But in order for the cycle to continue, it has to let go of its expectations. It has to let go of the past. It isn't an edible apple anymore, and it's got to let go of any thoughts that it might be. So I hope that makes sense for what's going on with you, and that's it's a sometimes we carry stuff with us, and especially in our minds. If this apple going forward is still trying to be a summer apple, then it's just not living in reality. So the whole "it is what it is," which I know is really trite, but it is what it is. And if I am now a soggy apple that is letting go into the soil, let's start with that and see where it goes. Because sitting here going, "Oh, but I really wanted a deer to come by. I wanted to be eaten by a deer, and I wanted to be venison meat." Too late. So sad. What a waste of energy to keep telling yourself that story. Release it. Let it go. Let it go. So I'm glad, Anne, you're saying that it does make sense. That pleases me greatly. All right. So for those of you who are still here, I pulled a community card earlier for people who are not here or going to watch the video. And this card would be for them. It was the mallow blossoms and the instruction to play, to find that place in life where doing what will fulfill our intentions doesn't feel like work. We follow the impulses that are sent through inspiration. We embrace the fullness of all the energy in the cosmos and the source of all things. And we just play at life. And life is good. It's so good. I guess we could have marshmallows for tea and that would be all right. Not serious, not striving, not struggling, not buried under the weight of stuff, but playing our way through life, which I do believe is what we're here to do, and I am very blessed that I get to be able to do that. And I have to say that coming back after a couple of months, I feel as if I want to commit to doing this every week again, but I'm not going to commit now. I do have some other stuff on Fridays, but we will see. We will see. All right. So that was the community card. Is there anybody here who's new? Let me know that you would like a card if you would. I trust that I didn't miss anybody. Whoops. Okay. So, all right. I have some 53 comments. That feels like a lot, but I guess maybe that's true. All right. So I'm thinking if nobody new is here, I'm going to leave it at that. What time is it? It's 10:02. I have a commitment at 4 o'clock, I think. Let me check. All right, so that's there. Okay, so what else can I do? So this this, if you're watching the video on Facebook, that's wonderful. Thank you. I'm really glad. And I would invite you to use, there's a pinned post at the top of the page that will take you through to my website, which is at joleith.com. You can sign up for my newsletter, which is infrequent, but it happens. And of course, you can wander freely on my website. There are a lot of blogs going back to, I think, 2013. Lots of information, lots about numerology. Numerology is my first love and my primary identity is as a numerologist. The numbers matter enormously to me, and I love working with them. I love charting people's birth dates and birth names and the names they're using and the addresses they're living in. If you're interested in a numerology consultation, you can get a hold of me here. You can message me here, or there's a contact us tab on the website, and I'm pretty sure that's got a direct email to me. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Please like and subscribe. I haven't been promoting the channel as much as I should, but if people are watching and liking, then I might get inspired. There is a Facebook page, YouTube viewer, called Exploring Paths to Cosmic Wisdom. Joleith, my name. And that is where I do these lives, and you can like and follow that page and hopefully get notified when I do come live. I'm not committing to a schedule right yet. I did do 72 Fridays at the beginning of COVID times. I've been taking some time off since then. And if you're watching on Facebook and you're interested in previous stuff, then YouTube, my name, there you go. Lots and lots of them. Not just the Facebook ones, but some other events that I did and a few other little things, and lots of promises for more that haven't quite manifested yet. What else can I say? I'm thinking I do have Sundays and Tuesdays are my days for meeting people for card readings. And when I say meeting, I mean online. I use Zoom, I use the Facebook Messenger, video messenger, or FaceTime. I am continuing to isolate at the moment. I'm in the Ottawa area, so it's not impossible that we can do a distanced event in my driveway, but I'm not traveling at the moment. So I'd love to know what you want to know. I would love to know if there are topics you think I should cover in my blog, if there are things that or focuses for readings, live readings like this. If there's something that you think I'm missing, let me know. I will not take it personally if it's something that I don't do anything with astrology. I have had a couple of people ask for that, and honestly, I can't even memorize the symbols for the signs. It just slides off my brain like water off a duck. It does not stay. I have tried and tried for decades, and now I just leave it to the astrologers. So numerology, card readings. I have many decks. I am a certified labyrinth facilitator, so I also do readings with Tony Christie's cards, which are wonderful for figuring out things like next steps and which direction to be taking. I also do workshops and seminars and things around labyrinth work. So if you're interested in that, get a hold of me too. And we're filling up a lot of empty space today. All right. So we had the community card. We got play. I'm going to draw a affirmation for the community, and then I'm going to shut her down. So I'm going to use this Gabrielle Bernstein's deck, which they have been shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle again. Make sure that they are well mixed. Okay, so for this community, for the people watching the video, the affirmation. I don't know if it's this one or that one. I think it's that one. Okay. Oh, nice. All right, so the cards say, happiness is my birthright, which really isn't that kind of what I said about this community card, that we're here to find what it is that isn't work at all. So yeah, this is obviously the message that Spirit wants us to have for today. Take a step towards what makes you happy, and life will be good. All right, that's it. That's it for me. Thank you ever so much, everyone who showed up at no notice. I will try and be a little more proactive the next time. And I will look forward to seeing you in my inbox and on my website and all of those other places. Thank you very much. Namaste, please. This the lockdowns seem to be over in a lot of places, but we still need to be careful. We still need to look out for each other, and thank you, Penelope. That's lovely. I will look forward to that. So namaste, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.